Hello guys and gals, and welcome to episode 7 of Let's Play Prison Architect here on Gaming with Murel. I know you guys are super excited because you can taste opening day, which is probably going to be the next episode. Maybe. Now, the reason I say that is you can only take new inmates in at like 8 a.m., so depending on how today goes, it may not actually end up being in the next episode. Sorry. So, let's look. We have $12,000. We're waiting for another 123 hours for our long-term investment. Government security rating, we need to assign 2 dog handlers to patrols and 2 armed guards. So let's go into deployment and take care of that now. Have the doggy come in like this. Oh, no. That's not what we want. Now, the beauty of these patrols is you can actually assign more than 1 guard to a single patrol. If I could even get this patrol laid out. Like I said in the last episode, I dropped my mouse and the the left click button is acting all kinds of messed up. And I live in the middle of nowhere, so for me to go get a new mouse, it's actually like a day trip. But, you know, I'm learning to work with it. So there we go, that's 1 dog patrol route, and we have 2 dogs assigned to that. Next is going to be this one, and you assign guards to a patrol by clicking on an already made patrol. So, there we go, that's another dog assigned. 2 dogs for that cell block, too. There we go. This is coming along nicely. Oh, I spoke too soon. I jinxed myself. Oh, we don't need 3. To remove a guard on a patrol route, it is actually just right-click. And then for the visitation room, we'll have a dog that goes up the middle. There we go. And as far as armed patrols go, we'll just throw 2 of them right there. There we go. So, if I'm not mistaken, all we have left to do is hire them. Weapon racks aren't in place yet. Will it let me hire them yet? Lawyer. This must have been updated since I played last. I'm going to have to look into that. It was my understanding that they took out penalty points. Why was it? I don't know. I was reading up on the patch notes from the last one, and I got distracted looking up lawyers, I think. And they were removed, so I'm going to have to look into how they affect things. Does this mean we're on Alpha 31 and I didn't even notice? Oh boy. Now I feel really out of the loop. So let's stop talking about it. Let's go back into grants, because we just completed that one. Max Sec Security Infrastructure Implementation. Increase the size of your security force, unlock body armor through bureaucracy, unlock tasers, build a CCTV monitor, place cameras throughout the prison. So we are going to accept that, and I'm actually going to slap a few more prison cells down to keep our workers busy so we're not losing too much time. And let's see, so there we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Stop it. Let's go into bureaucracy. And legal, okay. Huh. Small cells. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, it's added everything I could have ever wanted. Man, I wish I had waited a month to start this Let's Play. This would be so much more interesting. So, we're going to unlock tasers. Essentially, what that does is it gives all guards tasers once you do taser rollout, so any guards have a non-lethal weapon they can use. Oh man, now I'm really upset about that. Really upset. Okay, so what we're gonna do then, instead of just complaining about what we cannot change, we are going to place a few things we need. Mainly, CCTV monitor. We're going to slap that in the security room. And we're only going to do enough to complete this grant. Oh, man, I'm really bad at English sometimes, and I do wholeheartedly apologize for that. But we're gonna slap up some CCTV cameras in problem areas, I guess. Get there. And this will just essentially remove the fog of war as long as there is someone watching the monitor. And this is probably going to be one that I lay out all at once, just because I've already laid out most of them. Put a security camera in the chapel, and then a couple security cameras watching here. I really hope this means the execution chamber is working. Those of you who watched my earlier episodes, I believe episode 1, I complained about the fact that they were not implemented yet. So that will be fun. Yeah, here I am talking about murdering convicted criminals as fun. So, let's also lay down a couple more phones. Oops. And I'm going to put some of those in each of the cell blocks. And there's some in the common room. I think that's good for now. We're also going to put down one phone tab, even though I do not believe that's part of this. No. So now all we really have to do is wait for body armor to unlock and tasers. So what we're actually going to start doing now is laying out the fence around our beautiful prison. Let's see, I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this while also taking into effect that we're going to be building a small secondary prison on these grounds. Just because I don't want that in the prison. And by that, I do in fact mean the power room. However, I've also forgotten that I tend to like doing a second fence, just on the off chance someone gets through. So we'll go up like this. Okay, so that would be the front door. There we go. This'll probably work out nicely. Fingers crossed. And as part of this too, we are actually going to build a proper yard. Because, as I said, that little 5x5 block is not going to be the whole yard. So, I'll put fence here, fence there, couple fences here, fence over here, actually, let's turn the audio up a little bit. Oh, that was way too loud. There we go. I noticed while I was editing, there wasn't a whole lot of background noise. And even when I, bumped up full emphasize background, you couldn't hear anything. And if I had been thinking, I would have fixed that in the last edit I videoed. The last video I edited, or recorded. Oh, dear Lord, how do you guys even listen to me sometimes? Even as I'm talking, I'm like, man, you sound like a dumbass sometimes. So there we go, we have a nice, big, yard. This, I don't think I've had enough coffee today. I think that's my issue. There we go, so that's all done. I'm also going to put in a few almost like pillboxes. And a road gate is actually a item you can place, so we're going to slap one of those up here. And lay down another little security office. And I think I'm going to put some monitors in here as well. Forgot to keep an eye on my money. So then, let's see. And we're going to fence this off here, but we're going to slap some staff doors in. And just because I'm a little bit of an arsehole, I'm going to put a second road gate right there, and we'll just have a guard standing in there to let people in and out. So we'll put staff doors on either side, so our guards can get into their little guardy holes. And we'll put windows. Where's the large window? Put large windows here, here. Now, one question I'd like to pose to you guys, anyone who's still watching and is actually a Prison Architect player, I would like to know whether or not Windows actually decrease the need for freedom. Some people say it does, some people say it doesn't. I'm not 100% sure. But let's see, so kitchen. At this point, all we really have to do is add furniture. All we have to do is furnish some rooms. Now, how much we have? 6 minutes left, more or less, of recording. I think... I don't know. I'm stuck between a bit of a rock and a hard place. But I think what we're going to do... I'm just going to briefly show you how to lay out utilities. And then I think we're going to fly through the last little bit of what we need to do. So I'm throwing down a capacitor there, and this is probably going to take a little bit for them to get caught up on. But essentially, electrical cables have to be connected to a power station. And then, as you can see, as long as it's 15 blocks or less away from a power line, it will automatically connect. So as you can see here, this little green light means that this light is receiving power from here, but this one's not, because the wall's blocking it. So what we will do is just run this along here. Similar there, and then as the people come along, as our workers come along, they will take care of that for us. In addition, I think I'm going to lay a water pump station here. And this will work, again, very similar. A word to large pipes. That's what I'm initially going to use here to get water up into the prison. And we're also going to run it along the back of the cell blocks. Because if you have a large pipe, your prisoners can actually crawl into them. So you don't want it near anywhere they can actually get into. So there we go. That's more or less just how you lay out utilities and increase the size of your security force due to the need we have for money. I think I need to hire 20 guards. We're going to... this is going to be a little bit pricey, but we need the money is the issue. Pause it, and then fire them. Then we're going to take one last look at the grants. And then I am going to go off and finish up. So prison manufacturing, we're going to accept that now. A bit of a nice payout to begin with. And education reform, because we are going to be bringing in prisoners very, 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 very shortly. So anyway, this is going to be the last that I'm going to yak at you for a couple of minutes. I will talk to you when this is all taken care of. So, this is what our prison looks like now. As you can see, we're not completely done putting in our lights and plumbing. Still working on that, but if you look up here, we don't have a choice. So, tomorrow is opening day, and by tomorrow, I actually mean in like 4 game time hours. So we're going to
drop the amount of just workers we have, because that's our biggest expense right now. Probably get that down to 15. Oh, 9, I guess. So, what we're going to do is go back into intake. You probably remember in the first episode we turned this off. Daily intake, we're going to have to bring in, I'd say, 10 at least to begin with. Actually, we're going to bump that up to 15. That'll give us $15,000 as soon as they arrive, at which point we're going to hire a bunch of guards. And then we're just going to have to play it by ear, putting in the last of the canteen stuff. For the most part, I mean, we have tons of finished cells. They're still putting some stuff in, so there's a good chance that even by morning, the rest of this is going to be done. But until that time, there's not a whole lot we can really do. So I'm going to end it here. We're going to come back as soon as the prison truck arrives, and tomorrow we will be open for business. And again, by tomorrow, I mean like 3.5 hours. So thanks for your patience. If you're still watching this, don't forget to subscribe. Also, I did a terrific interview with the lead designer from Melterman, an indie game that's been put together by the University of Utah. I'm going to throw up a link here in the end card as well. Once again, just thanks for watching. Remember, follow us at Gaming with Murel, or follow the main Red Hot Gamers Twitter at red_hot_gamers, or just check us out at redhotgamers.co.uk. Once again, just thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode.